Okay, well, I think everything is finally working. Nope, nope, that's not what I want. I'm still not entirely sure what keeps causing my performance issues. I'll go ahead and bump this back up, see what happens. Huh. Okay. I'm so fucking confused. Okay. Okay. 133 frames per second. 135, 136. We're in the hundreds. Frame rate, or the refresh rate of the monitor is set to 144 hertz. Like 10 minutes ago. I've still got to fix my fucking keybinds. Go back to my private estate. See if things get weird again. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. It's like everything fixed itself. I have no idea. Oh my god. Okay. Keybinds. Hotbar 4. Okay. Slot 1. Okay, that's usable for now. Okay, that's working. That's working. Gerskogel is working. Stardiver is there, and the Strand. Got Mirage Dive. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, Curthan Torment is there now. Glide, got that. Dragonfire Dive. Ooh, Dragonfire Dive changes. Neat. Battle Litany. That's working. Okay, shift keys are working. Okay, it does seem like everything is working now. I don't know what the issue was a few minutes ago. Eager as they are, the others have already left for the harbor. We're not in danger of missing the boarding call, but perhaps we should be on our way as well. Sounds reasonable. I need to turn my game audio up. It's very quiet.
Savoring the moment? I can feel your excitement, your eagerness to explore the unknown.
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders.
Do not be so quick to relax.
Ever the pragmatist, Aaron Vile.
The world may seem but a short sail away on a map. The vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels.
Treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle. Is it supposed to be like the Bermuda Triangle?
Even following the safe route plotted by Admiral Bufiswin herself, this will be no pleasure cruise.
Perhaps, but my voyage here was uneventful enough. Disappointingly so.
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience, which will be of great comfort in the days ahead.
Aye, it's nothing new to us.
All aboard! We're casting off! It's time. I trust you have everything you need? And so does our ship cast off from the docks. We sail west, as Cattenram did some 80 years past, bound for the New World, known to her children as the continent of Toral.
Just wait, Papa. When this contest is said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits the throne. Me, Woklamat!
It's funny to me how, in retrospect, the world map of this game is almost one for one, like the actual, like, map of our world.
Smooth sailing so far?
Aye, so far so good. But this sea,
I
she's a fickle one.
I don't think that that's what swarthy means.
Gale the next.
I'll take my...
I think that means something else. Yeah. Okay. Swarthy means dark-skinned. It's not a... not a word you typically hear used anymore.
It seems an age ago now, and we've seen naught but open water ahead. I knew Tural was far, but it's another thing to really know. Speaking of which, some of our fellow passengers have made this trip before. Several times, in fact. I was able to learn a few things. Since we still have a long way to go, why not have a chat with them yourself? I'm sure you have questions of your own.
That sounds like a great idea.
Did you look out across these same waters, Grandfather?
Okay. Go up to 40. That should do. Fontaine? 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 Okay. This will be my first visit to Tyrol. Fontaine's the name. I was working at Eshtame's Aesthetics in Ulda, you see, but my employment with them came to an end. So I visited Charlian in the hopes of starting over. While I was attempting and failing to find a new job, I seized the chance to board this vessel when I overheard room for another passenger had suddenly opened up. I'm told the Dawn servant welcomes all regardless of origin, and so Tulayalal, I'm never going to be able to pronounce that easily, seemed like the perfect place to begin anew. Hopefully things will be better this time. Colored hair. The woke mob has infiltrated the game. No wonder you got fired. That's a joke, by the way. I see you in Eorzea before, great and famous hero. I've had enough of playing the simpleton. There was a time when we took great pains to maintain the deception. But with more of you Eorzeans... Oh! Okay, I see what happened. Besides, my mercenary days are over. Too many of our warband have fallen, and so we head home to lick our wounds. Wait, have I seen you before? Are you not the Ixtal? Well, since you asked, I wanted to retrace the historic journey of the great Ketenram. You know, the first Eorzean to set foot on Tyrol almost 80 years ago. The Mamuja's leader is said to have welcomed Ketenram with open arms and sent him home with a bounty of silverware as a token of their friendship. The real treasure was the crops he brought back, and the friends we made along the way. Potatoes, tomatoes, and corn, which spread across Eorzea like wildfire. His grand adventure led to a culinary revolution. Tales say Kettenram returned to Tyrol several times after that, but his ship vanished during his last recorded voyage, and he was never heard from again. But even a seasoned explorer like him could meet such an end as a testimony to the ocean's peril. Interesting. Very interesting. An adventurer, I presume. Merchant myself, based in Ul'dah, yada yada yada. Crossing the salt, as they say. Do remember that the social mores of Eorzea are not necessarily the same as those over yonder. It is not uncommon for the various races to be referred to instead by the name of certain clans. Petsaro, Jebral. Not because every member of a given clan is of the same race, mind, but many individuals of said race are associated with that clan. A fair assumption, but take care not to give offense. Okay. And there you are again, you very decidedly not swarthy individual. Did you want to make a wager? We're taking bets on who will be sat next in the Dawn Servant's shiny chair. Being one of them. Memoja. The other three are all strong contenders. Not too many keen to risk their coin on the third promise. Okay. Oh, that's right. This guy's a Memoja. I remember. Did you learn anything of interest? No. In one ear and out the other. Clan names. We should have Wicklamat and Arenville teach us the ones we should know. It's getting a little chilly up here on deck. Let's all gather in the cabin. Actually, I'm quite comfortable.
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
How's your stomach? Any better?
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick. I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
Isn't that what seasickness is?
Erenville, you were born in Tyrol, yes? Do many Vieira live there?
The Shatona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Shaktural.
Katona.
And your family?
Interesting.
I know nothing of my father, not even his name. As for my mother...
Oh dear.
Come, we should lend what aid we can.
Okay. I've not seen...
Such fury before or since?
Oh, that was weird.
The heaving waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors tumbling. The dauntless Alizé quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself. Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us from the lightning.
Okay.
What an extraordinary life she must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease. Woklama, too, threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress. By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural. In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
Nah, that wasn't nothing. Just a little blustery is all. They really did do a good job with the graphical overhaul. This is really pretty so far.
Morning. Joining us for some fresh air? Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground. Ugh. Can't be much farther now, can it?
Seabirds.
Blue-footed boobies.
Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat. Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliola's coasts. Come.
Thanks for bringing us all this way.
Ha! We only did what we were paid to do. Couldn't hardly set you adrift halfway. If anything, it should be us thanking you for helping us through that beast of a storm.
You're talking to the literal hero of Eorzea. That storm was nothing.
At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Then I better not let you down. Easy, stomach. Easy.
I love her so much.
We're the last to board. If there's nothing left to say, then let's shove off, shall we?
God, that's beautiful.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
There, look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
At last, we are come to the land
Oh,
of
okay.
the new world. To my home, Tural.
Wasn't expecting her to just take the headdress off, but neat. Is that boat floating on air for a moment there? What? Did I just hallucinate the ship just kind of like hovering? Holy crap, that's pretty.
Gods, I've seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
Is that a... No. I've never seen Vanu feathers in that color before.
You'll find much here you never knew existed. There may be a sea route now, but visitors to Tulihyolal are still few and far between.
Tulihyolal. Okay.
And as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
Mamulja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out or...
Fords? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
Topical.
You are outsiders? Visitors to Tural?
Indeed.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next Dawn servant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tule Yolal?
I can answer that. These...
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
Please, accept our apologies.
No need to bow and scrape. That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part? Anyway, first things first. I bid you welcome to Tule Yolal.
Something that I needed to check on. I'm liking the background music. Oh, Jesus. That's not what I wanted. Okay, I think I will try to figure that out later. The moment, I shall be right back. Okay. I need to figure out how to do it, but I think there is a way that I can have the game automatically hide my chat box. The chat window. When OBS is active, but turns it off during cutscenes. Because as it stands right now, there's just going to be that black box there on the cutscenes. I'll have to figure out how to deal with that eventually. For now, we're just going to keep going. Talk to the cranky bunny boy. You can return to the city at any time by speaking with the swarthy sailor in Scholar's Harbor in Old Charlian. Oh, okay. Also, I need to... When level 90 and below. Okay, okay, so that's only going to work on below level 90. Mountain Chromite Weapon. 645. Okay. While being on solid ground has improved her mood, her stomach appears to be lagging behind. Realize we've just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of succession begins. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. The third promise does not get seasick. As for my hand-picked entourage, I've recruited them to help me win the rite of succession. I was just about to show them around the city, in fact. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Siblings have a tendency to command a respectful distance, but you're just so easy to approach. Technically royalty, like it or not, a person of our station surrounded by this many outsiders is bound to draw a crowd. I mean, technically, yeah, she is royalty. Just technically. I know, really, can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself over the contest looming and all. Very true. Vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay, small fishing boats, barges, yada yada yada. Much of the incoming traffic is from Yogg-Toroil, this southern landmass. The clans there produce various goods for export. Unloaded here. Bayside Bevy should be our next stop. Okay, cool. Yes, yes, I know about these already. Also, I just noticed what was wrong. Okay. Where is my little... There you are. There's my little guy. Tuliyolal's largest marketplace. Being right on the harbor, fresh fish, imported wares, directly to the shelves, anything you want. We buy things with Pel, a currency that the Pelapelu created. More and more trade is coming in from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your gil. That word is... no. I'm in the market to the east of here, but that can wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first. Alright, cool. Doraemon story? I don't know what that is. Brother Koana spent 3 years studying in Charlian. He fell in love with the nation and its ways and brought back to us the knowledge of Aetheroid construction. Papa warmed to the idea at once, had one built immediately. Yes, I should attune, shouldn't I? I'll come back and do the Aetheroid attunements in a bit. Oh my god, Kryle's actually catching up. Putting those little legs to work. Trudging up and down all these slopes and stairs is exhausting. I understand now where Waklamat gets her endless endurance. You can see the builders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. You have to have some crazy horsepower to get a wagon up that. Soldiers stationed here are responsible for defending Tula Yalal. Okay, that word is going to be so fucking hard for me to pronounce. The Lands Guard are led by the nation's strongest warrior, and so naturally, Papa has commanded them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago when Zoralja took over as commander. The title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant in martial strength. Interesting. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to... what? Discuss brothers and their accomplishments later. Alphino and Alice should be around to hear it too. This time I showed you the Sky Gate. It's right at the northern end of Talon March. Okay. A shard. I think I can improve this situation somewhat. Okay. Got a little bit more screen real estate. On the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants, the Yakhui. Strictly speaking, Tural is actually two separate continents, the Yok-Tural, the southern lands of the mother, and Zok-Tural, the northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. Used to be one great landmass, but long, long ago the two gods fought a titanic battle, and when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating as to split the continent in twain. Cool. A familiar-sounding tale, I am put in mind of the conflict between Hydaelyn and Zodiark. But getting back to Zok-Tural, those lands are also part of the Tula Yalal nation, correct? I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. I won't issue any new permits until the right of succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawn Servant, but until then, you'll just have to wait. Ready to commence the second half of the tour. Alright. Jazzy. Head west next towards the Arch of the Dawn. The dirigible landing is on the way. Tula Yalal certainly doesn't want for methods of travel. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Alright, cool. I think I attuned to that shard already. This is also weird. I have no idea what happened, but during the patch, like, all of my UI stuff got reset to a really early revision, so, like, I've got to go through and fix all my hotbars and all of my gear sets. Still struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. Yokoi Temple. Built it when they were first making the bridge to appease the god. Temple stood empty for centuries, so when Papa was establishing his new nation, saw the structure, refurbished. Okay, cool. The houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city. We'll be passing through the Resplendent Quarter, biggest residential district in Tulayalal. Climb these stairs all the way up. Alright, I guess we're going up. I figure my draw distance should be better than this, but... Is that just the harbor there? Is that why I can't see anything? Okay, yeah, that is the harbor. That's why there's nothing over there. Valakshunsa, Invincible Resilience. Interesting. I wonder what that carving at the top represents. Birds? They look like birds. Actually, while I'm up here. Whoops. Tuned there and there. Wachuma Chemiki? Wachuma Kamiki? Couldn't tell you. Shard. So this is the Resplendent Quarter. What manner of people live here? Mamulja, Jibral, Pelipelu, Moblins, Anuhanu. I concede. I concede. My ability to read is not sufficient to pronounce these words. Tonawalta, Atsaro, Shatona, who moved south from their ancestral lands in Zaktaral. It's a gathering of people from every corner of Tiral. Diversity? In my video game? The woke left has gone too far. The adornments on each building contribute to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. It's also beautiful. It is beautiful. Holy shit, this is pretty. Down the stairs. Like, seriously, it is... Holy crap, it's gorgeous. I have seen like none % of this game so far. And it is stunning. The huge drum. Huge drum. Where big drum? What? Oh, that? The Dawn Herald. They play it for formal occasions, like when honoring the Landsguard return from a dangerous duty. Okay. I tried hitting it with my axe once and ripped the skin. Earned me a proper scolding. I think that was the time Papa held me upside down by the ankle. Explains some things. What would one even use to beat such an instrument? Apparently, cat people. That's what you use. I need to take these off my hotbar, 'cause that's gonna get me in trouble. Mount guide. Where is L2? There she is. I do have Gasol greens. Okay. And here are our dirigibles. Oh, the balloons. Okay. I'm apparently blind. Use airships to sail the skies, but you'll only find balloons in Tuliyalal. We have them for the exact same reason as the Aetherites. Koana brought back the plans from Charlian. Papa thought them fantastic. Commissioned. Neat. Added flights to other settlements. Trade with frontier communities. Cool. Did I get that one? Resplendent Quarter. I did. I did get that one. The dirigibles. Such a fun word. I am really digging the background music here. Like, I kind of tune it out for a few minutes and then it just pops back in and I'm like, oh, nice. It's got some swing to it. There we go. That should be good. The Arch of Dawn. When the Giants were still here, it was known as the Yogg-Taro Landgate, but when Papa founded Tuliyalal, everyone began using its present name in honor of his great achievement. Though this gate is Kozamauka, through this gate, the wetlands south of the city, depending on what the Rite of Succession asks of us, we might end up going in that direction. Kozamauka. Kozamauka? The name alone is intriguing. What were those fluffy animals we passed earlier? Oh. They're alpacas! Oh my god. Seem quite placid to me. You'll learn soon enough. Oh, do they spit? I bet they spit. Yeah, those pack herd animals like alpacas and llamas and whatnot. Oops, shit, sorry. They spit. And it stinks. It stinks because it's like literally it's like bile. I think it's bile. But they will spit on you if they're pissed off. And it's disgusting. It's fucking vile, is what it is. If you wish to learn the history of Tuliolal, then look no further. I am looking further. Cryel regards the stone pillars curiously. If you take a really good look, you'll see there's something much more interesting. Okay. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Okay. Seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed Mamulja. Oh. Lay of the Brotherhood. Lay of Reeds. Lay of Pots. Lay of Repast. Okay. This pillar tells the lay of the Brotherhood. It depicts the scene where Papa granted an audience to the foreign explorer Ket something. I can never remember the name. She's just like me. Ketan Ram's arrival in Tural is what prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. It's said the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit if not in blood, but no one knows what became of the explorer in later years. Mystery in Eorzi as well. The records say he traveled between our lands and yours for a while, but then it's assumed he was lost at sea. Lay of Reeds. This is a story. Visited the Hanu Hanu in Kozumauka. The people Alphino almost mistook for Vanu, if not for the colorful plumage. Spent a fair bit of time among the Vanu in the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise you took an interest in your countrymen. I don't know how it is with your Vanu, but our Hanu are a bright and cheerful sort. They hold this one festival every year, very famous and a lot of fun. New beast tribe? Depicts the Moblins of Koza Mauka. Moblins. Moblins. Isn't that a Legend of Zelda? Like they're called Moblins? Wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled. Okay, so they're goblins. But the gold and silverwork they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblin goods are the standard when it comes to gift giving. Okay. Clearly, the Vanu aren't the only people with distant Tirali counterparts. Lay of Repast. Repast? Repast. Heroes of the Gibral, like me, can probably tell. Sure. For decades, the Gibral and the Mamulja were at war for control of the forest of Yaktael. Actions Papa took to end that conflict have since been hailed as the first steps in the founding of Tula-Yalal. Clan of Hrothgar in Baja known as Hellions. In their society, the women rule as queens and the men serve as devoted subjects. Yet here in Tyrol, Gibral men and women appear to be of equal status. How dramatically culture can vary with location. Oh, okay. So I guess that's all she was going to say to begin with. Going to save clicking on her for last. Okay. Lay of Gold, Ice, Blank Pillar, Lay of Proof. This pillar shows one of the Pelu Pelu whose homeland is in Urkapacha. Having created our currency, the Pelu are rightfully known as the Merchant Clan. They oversee Tula-Yalal's markets, and their traveling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Tyrol. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beaked masks, they are clever and calculating traders. Okay. Depicts the battle with the legendary Tyrol Vidral Velagarmonda. Is a creature that has lived far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened to preternatural power. Tataru described Far Eastern auspices in a similar fashion. Could this be the same phenomenon? Velagarmonda itself was dubbed the Sky Ruin, a name earned for the destruction and terror it visited upon Tyrol every time it stirred from its slumber. 80 years or so ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end after a great struggle. Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Vidral and sealed it away in the Urkapacha Mountains. Symbol of power, you'll see its likeness in the national emblem. Okay, so that's the bird thing in the carving that Kryl pointed out. Yeah. Blank pillar. Blank pillar for the next chapter, whatever that might be. That big fellow is one of the Yakoi, largest of Tyrol's peoples. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Yogg-Tyrol. Having brought the southern reaches to heel, they then turned northwards, setting their sights on Xoctyrol. You recall that massive bridge. They just gave up, they abandoned the lands they'd conquered, and withdrew into the mountains of Urkapacha, I've never seen any of their kind so much as set foot in the city. Okay. This was a people with the power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on a mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Turali history? Yes, thank you. Feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprises there, seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while, but now I think I'm ready to eat again. Go get this Aether Shard. Let's see, which ones have I not gotten yet? I think after this one... Okay, so I did not get the marketplace. Shall go there now. The stairs? Yes. Okay. I shall come and talk to you in just a moment. And then... I think Lamont said we would be going over there soon enough. Oop. You ever had tacos? You bake a crunchy shell made from corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. Tacos does sound incredible right now. That man is very pink. That man is very pink. Good lord.
My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings.
Did you hear the Silver Scares are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Aye. And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
The legend of the Golden City is well known.
There
here,
better
I
be
take it.
an abundance of Road to El Dorado references. If I don't get them, I'm going to be very upset.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
I can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
Oh god, not hiccups. Please, not hiccups. By the way, if you ever get hiccups,
Now, find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils.
if you ever get hiccups, one of the things that you can do, for whatever reason, this has worked on literally every single person I've ever told this to. Remind yourself that you're not a fish. Yeah, just remind yourself that you're not a fish and the hiccups will go away. It just works. Why? I don't know.
Oh.
If it isn't the third promise.
Oh, I can already tell I'm going to enjoy killing you.
Oh. No.
I don't know these ones. New salt.
Salt?
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Of course, that's it. Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
Was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us. Such an honor. Glory on your name, brother.
Oh yeah, I'm really going to enjoy killing this guy.
And on you.
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawntrail?
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family. Unlike the sneevling house cat, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn's servant.
All peoples are equal in Tulihiola. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Ha! Shall we test that idea here and now? See...
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense.
Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Oh yeah.
To me, you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna enjoy deleting this guy. Ruined my tacos.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo, the Bunewa, and the Dopro. Every once in a great while,
I am going to remember none of
offspring
those
is
names.
born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubico and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest. As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
The palace it is. I'll let Wuklamat know. Destiny calls.
So it goes.
It's a bit of a climb to the top, but you can head up from the Resplendent Quarter or even the east side of Talon March if you prefer. Okay. Okay, so I did get this one, I believe. So I need to get this'n. Oh. Neat. Okay. All Aethernet shards. Great. Shit. Chords. Bane of my existence. The lighting is so good. Am I going all the way up? Where am I going? Oh. 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 God. Blind as a bat. Still hungry enough to eat a whole roasted colibri, but the contest won't wait for us forever. Several cutscenes will play in sequence. Set aside sufficient time. Oh God. Oh God, the PTSD. The most horrifying phrase to any Final Fantasy XIV player. Before I do that, I shall be right back. God, my hair is a disaster today. Whatever. Okay. Aaronville has been waiting patiently for your arrival. It's been like 10 minutes, dude. I've acquainted the twins with the city as best as I could in a short time. Unbridled enthusiasm, invariably something would catch their eye. Yes, that sounds... It was like herding a pair of unruly coeurls. That sounds like the twins, yes. Accurate. So are we, like, getting started with the contest immediately? Like, I figured that would be, like, endgame for launch patch. There's no telling what we might be in for. It's ominous. Is that a Stinian? How are you here already? Like...
Estinian? When did he get here?
What's the point? Why is he here?
Oh, you know this man?
With a
Whenever my father
long,
spots a promising
long
opponent,
storied
he
history.
invites them to Sunperch to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
So the one Estinian's crossing blades with.
That will do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter.
Yes, yes, I am here, Estinian.
I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is...
Okay, why is his left
If
face
it's
covered?
formidable you want, then look no further than that woman there.
I see you, warrior.
We had no idea you meant to visit Tyrrell.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
Good enough for me.
Did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans?
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
I'm not sure I understand.
Okay, so his left head is asleep?
The old
What?
man has been feeling his ears. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat.
Head of resolve.
But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Okay, I see.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamati.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
Oh. When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solonesh.
It's Erenville now, Don Servant.
Oh, is that so?
I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Erenville, then.
Uh-huh.
And these others? I assume our Lamatis recruited all. Ha! All-tempered steel. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their metal.
Okay, so we are just getting straight into the contest.
I will summon the other claimants at once.
Unless something derails it.
Then I shall leave you to it. Good fortune, my friends.
And who's the green-haired twink?
The first promise, Zorolja. The second promise, Luna. The third promise, Uklamat.
And then there's this asshole.
And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja. You four will compete in the rite of succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawn Servant. I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away. And it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliola is young. And so I look to thee always for inspiration. The rite of succession. The means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen. Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest. But the Tuliola I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamuja at all. So I gave the right of claimant not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well.
Yet the opportunity to rule was still not equal. That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
Now you have us to compete against. Oh, though it seems the One-Head was already too afraid to face us in the tournament.
Our brother was in Shock Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
Now,
That's right, you ain't got shit to say now, do you?
the nature of the contest itself. To triumph in the right of succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Yogg-Tural and find the City of Gold.
Okay. I'm there, man.
If I may, Father.
Speak, Gona.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
A fair question.
For us proof, my unbroken word, for I have seen it with my own 4 eyes.
Good enough for me.
The city's real. All those years.
I trust you implicitly.
This was before the founding of Tuliyobo. I traveled the lands of Tural with my companions, and we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City. I mean to have you do the same, but in order to achieve victory proper, you need to break the seal I put in place. Bring them.
Got kind of a Mines of Moria look going on here. Vatiz. There's the reliefs from those pillars.
The Tuliyola saga.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples, step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth. Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you.
Okay. Sounds easy enough.
Once you've fitted each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gates.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
I'm calling it now. The City of Gold is beneath the city here. Tuliyola.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
Martial tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? do so love your contests, Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge. You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both, but I am yielding our nation's throne.
Yeah, this is a perfectly reasonable test.
Let me have this final indulgence.
A waste of time. Just name Bakun Jaja's successor and be done with it.
End him. End him.
Rite of cessation begins now. I'll be watching your progress with great interest.
Okay, Palpatine.
And Clemens, remember to collect your tablets before you leave.
Oh, so we're taking tablets with us. Okay. Neat.
You are one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
I am Cryle Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my orders some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
No, not at this time. I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the right of succession.
Perfectly reasonable.
But once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
Very well, Dawn Servant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City. Thank you for hearing my petition.
All right, let's get a move on then.
How about that? She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galuf.
I beg your pardon. It's very colorful.
Too late to change your mind now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this?
Do you doubt me?
Our third promise is not wont to take no for an answer. Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm. Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, This contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil.
Nothing I ain't dealt with before, boy.
If you are second-guessing your decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
Ain't happening. We're in this for the long haul.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend. And there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
So you are committed to your path? I will speak no more of it then. As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
Here they come!
It's Seralja!
Such a fearsome mien. Make no mistake, there goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
We'll see about that.
First promise, our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry. Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please!
Serelja. Take heart, tiller of the soil. The resilience...
Seralja, the first promise and commander of the Landsguard.
Oh, that's right.
Seralja, the Palace. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Seralja is indeed the natural child of Gulul Jaja.
And Resilient Son. Is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion. Common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children. Yet Seralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
Interesting. Oh, so the two-headed Mamulja are like
He says little, but the way
species
he moves-
hybrids?
I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire. Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists. This puts him in direct opposition to Wuklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace. You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Seralja, the warmonger.
Okay. Makes sense.
Cryon, are you alright?
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Seralja's ambitions. Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire. It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
The mint twink.
Second promise, you must bring us more marvelous conveniences. More dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier.
So he's like supposed to be an industrialist sort of thing.
Abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new. You have our wholehearted support. With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the right of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawn Servant. If you will excuse me.
Plain spoken, as always. That's Arcona. Practical to a fault.
Here we have Kona, the second promise, who spent time as a pupil at Charlian's own studio.
Okay.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
That was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Charlian. He is the hope of those who prize innovation. As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
You still owe me a bag of tacos, you big douchebag.
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser Glavons.
I am really going to enjoy smacking this dude down to size. Go ahead. Do it.
Oh, come now.
Do it. Give me a reason.
Afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawn servant. That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliola. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your deity.
Oh yeah, this is going to be satisfying.
Well said, brother.
Just a big old hammer to the side of that ugly face of yours. Both of them.
The Mamulja have finally found peace in Tuliolal. A pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise.
Recent martial tournament.
His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself. But one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn Servant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class. And
I
all others
wonder if they
forced
might be
subservience.
referencing something.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
We wish for one thing and one thing only, Third Promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share. It is our way, the Turoli way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Until Tuliolal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wuklamat's most ardent supporters.
Apologies, it's hard to get away. This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
I place our precious third promise into your care.
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Of the Dawn's promise? I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
That's not nice.
It's fine. More than anyone, I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Better? Wuklamat. I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling.
Very strange little bit of emphasis you put on that.
Brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone. Having cared for you for so long, I should know.
Thank you, Namika. Well, we ought to be on our way.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
Okay. We are getting somewhere now. All you have to work with are the 7 tablets and their connection to the Tuliolal saga. Where are we going? Berard Cabins? Alright, studious one. Grant us your wisdom. Keep an eye out for even the smallest differences. Okay. appear to be identical. Apparently it ravaged Dawntrail several days ago. Okay, and back down. Reservation is under Wuklamat's name. Wait your own companions and embark on the rite of succession. Let's see what we got going on here first. Okay, I don't really need to worry about these right now. Yeah, I can probably just use these for my Dark Knight when I finish getting it to 90. Actually, I'm gonna step away for just a moment. Gonna refill my coffee. I'll be right back. All right. Let's get moving. Oh, this... Okay, I understand now. The Pelu, I think they were called. The people with the beaked masks that look like children. It's this person here. Any encounter might be an opportunity to do business. Okay. Link pearls? Okay, yeah. Hanu and the Pelu. Kanu, Kozamayuka. Upon completing this quest, the main scenario will branch into 2 quest paths. Accepting the quest from the Hanu will temporarily prevent you from accepting the quest from the Pelu and vice versa, temporarily. Okay, so it doesn't matter. I can just pick whatever. You are friend-shaped. So I'm going to pick you. The route to Okanu. We go south through the Arch of Dawn, then follow the road, which runs alongside the river. Proceed with caution. A little bit of mud ain't getting in my way. New dawn, a new hunt. Okay, this must be like the hunt master. Scout of the Wing of Protection is on the lookout for a likely adventurer. Okay, cool. You are Freya, the adventurer from across the water. Yes. Familiar with the Eorzean hunts, we have something very similar. Capacity for violence. That's me. You're interested, speak with my associate, Bulaga, words. Master of the hunt. Okay, cool. Shall go talk to him right now. Posture could use some work. How very dare you. Yeah, okay. Cool. Let's see what we got going on here. New quests become available 94. Okay. All right. Cool. Actually, I've completely forgotten where the hunt bills are located. I'll figure it out later. You ready to leave? Yes. Let's get moving. Open the way. It looks like the gate is already open. Just walk right on through.
Kosamauka, the land of rainbow terraces. It commands the gaze of all who visit without fail. The many-colored marvel. An endless torrent of water cascades over sheer cliffs to shape the wetlands below. To its relentless flow, all life must yield.
Incredibly pretty. Jesus.
Together with Wuklamat, we proceeded along the Marcy Trail, a road upon which the Dawn Servant and his comrades once traveled.
Well, I'm getting some weird hanging with the cutscenes here. I'm not sure if that's getting picked up on the live stream. I'm not dropping any frames, so it's fine.
Look at those falls. Even from this distance, you can feel the weight of that water.
The Isle of Ham was impressive, but as you can see, Tulihiola does not want for natural wonders.
The ground is swampy, so watch your step. You wouldn't want to fall into a bog.
I won't. I told you I've been here before. Come on. Okanu isn't much farther.
moving, continue along this road. Okay, cool. All right. So, question is, oh, hello. Hi. How are you? Oh, okay. So activating Gerskogel just turns on Nistrand. Drake's Bane. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Let's see here. Inventory key items. Oh, right. Right. Oh, wait a minute. What? Aether Compass. Oh yeah, I never finished these. Yeah, I'm nowhere near this. Okay. Okay. A new Aethernet destination is now accessible. Really? It's just that road? I'm getting a little bit of Zangermarsh vibes. Still recovering from the damage wrought by the storm. Elder of my people, fulfilling the duties of a lector. Okay. There's a pragmatic side too. The head of reason is the thinker. Oh. So I'm wondering, how does flying get unlocked? So if we're not dealing with aether currents, there's got to be something else going on. Dispirited Hanu. Never seen the likes of it before. Supplies and help. The Dawn Servant Center are making progress. Roofs and walls can be patched. There was so much else that was lost forget. Okay. Bummer. God, that's pretty. Missing portion of the roof are clearly the work of the storm's powerful winds. Repairs appear to be ongoing. All right. Maybe not Zangarmarsh vibes. I don't know, for whatever reason that region popped into my head. A lot of houses are still damaged, and the Hanu I've spoken to are not their usual cheery selves. That storm broke more than wood and reeds. Gemstone trader. Oh, right, the fates. Oh, I've already got gemstones. The dry and shrunken bundle suggests the reed were harvested some time ago. Wait, what? Oh, it just lagged. Oh, it looks like a chocobo. Neat. Large building in the south of the village.
No sign of Zorolja, or that oversized lout.
How how much easier it would be if Soralja were to fail here. But that isn't likely to happen.
Honored guests, I am Zanuhali, Elder of the Hanu. I am also an elector, charged with judging which among you is worthy of it. Without further ado, let us talk of the feat.
Not so fast. Surely you couldn't be kicked?
You made it after all.
That's great, oaf.
No need to fuss. There is no time limit for this challenge. Now, if you would allow me to proceed. It is here, in Okanu, where my people forged a bond with the Dawn Servant during our own chapter of the Tuli Yolal saga. In homage to those events, I have prepared for you the Feat of Reeds.
Reeds seem to be of great importance to the Hanu.
I wonder indeed.
We use reeds in every part of our lives, be it as food or weaving material. But look around the nearby paddies, and you will see that this season, our crops are failing.
That's not good.
How fortunate, then, that my appointment to Elector coincided with this predicament. For surely, those who aspire to be Dawn Servant would find the matter of an ailing harvest a mere trifle to resolve.
Aye, well, it is indeed the duty of a ruler to address the people's woes.
Exactly, exactly. Do well in this, and you will earn my keystone.
Why bother mucking about in the mud when we can take the stone by force?
Oh, mercy me! You are a hot-headed fellow, Bakul Jaja. Some electors may enjoy going toe-to-toe with scrappers like you, but I refuse to entertain your base instincts. Arrangements have been made. Should you attempt to engage a feat giver in combat without their consent, word of your immediate disqualification will be sent to the palace. If you're still feeling feisty, then by all means, draw your weapon.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Satisfy me.
This contest is presided over by cowards. There's no sport in fighting you.
Then we can return to the business of earning my keystone. The Feat of Reeds is begun. Claimants, I wish you the best of luck.
Okay, so the fourth guy is not here. What does that mean?
The clever kitty crossed the seas to study foreign novelties. He might know tricks we don't. Tricks we can use.
What of Little Miss Mittens?
You know the answer to that. Compared to the first and second promise, she's a distant third. Not even in the run.
Then we see eye to eye on this, brother.
Ooh, it's gonna be so satisfying. Slapping this guy down a few pegs.
These allies of hers, though, they might be a problem.
Might I identify as a fucking problem? Come on, right here and now. I got the echo, bitch.
Damn it. I'm just as qualified to be here as they are. I'll show them.
Easy now. There's no time limit, remember? Let's keep calm and think.
Right. You're right. I won't win against that lumbering Vidrol by losing my head.
$6:45. Oh yeah, I definitely. That's like ancient. Understanding the nature of the problem will be key to solving it. We need to examine the reeds themselves and then deduce the cause of their poor condition. A fate with bonus. I'm going to avoid these birds. Oh, is that Ifrit? Okay, so I think I see what's going on. Ah, healer stance. Squeak, save me. Beautiful. What am I still in combat with? There we go. Oh, were you on my hunt log? Okay. I see what's going on with the high jump changes. So I can actually take Mirage Dive off and put something else there. Figure that out later. You can all stand back. I'll get to the bottom of this problem in no time. Give me strength. Let's all of us scour the fields and help our bold leader. Looks fresh and clear at a cursory glance. Lethargic frog. Strangely lackadaisical, it doesn't even bother to hop when it eventually scurries away. Okay. So there must be something in the water that the flora and fauna do not like. Chemicals in the water are turning the frickin' frogs gay. The frogs and insects are unusually torpid. This suggests the problem is affecting not only the reeds, but also the creatures which live among them. It's traditionally an occasion for celebration and renewal, so without it, the Hanu are struggling even more to recover. Last time I visited, the village was in the middle of the festivities. You'll never see the Hanu more joyful and alive. Indispensable part of their culture, and its absence will only compound their woes. So I say we help them put on their festival, give them a reason to give them a reason to cheer in these sad times. Maybe fixing one problem could lead us to a solution for the other. Stranger things have indeed happened. Where the festival float is. It's like a boat woven with reeds. Woven from reeds. Oh, yeah, I saw it. I don't remember you being so much of a downer, Aaronville. Let's see, I've got the fate bonus. Certain rewards earned from fates. Yeah, okay. I'm going to pop over here. If I can get to it in time, it's already half done. Nope. Yeah, that's not where I wanted to go. I'm not fighting you. Whatever you are. Big ass beetle. Okay. I guess I'm just fighting these. Okay, I'm gonna have to continuously remind myself that that is a gap closer now, and not another jump. Alright, disengage already. Whatever. There we go, Jesus. Well, it seems for the most part that Dragoon plays more or less the same. At least at 90, it seems like the rotation has been simplified and some of the abilities have been changed. Does not appear somewhat damaged. Oh, there we go. It's missing an eyeball. Looked fine to me. Giving into misery never improved anyone's situation. A celebration of life and growth may help give you the strength to work through this tragedy. But we don't even have enough materials to repair the float. Abakixa? Words. These words. The one's chosen is the victor of a competition in which the contestants see which can blow a feather the furthest using wind magics, and that's something of a problem right now. Owing to the poor harvest this year, we've been left enervated, and if we cannot gather the correct materials, cannot repair the festival float. Oh, I see what's going on. It's like an ethereal imbalance. Oh no, the game didn't just... No! God damn it. Okay. Okay. Let's see. It should only take a few minutes to get back to where I need to be. Only a 17-player queue. Easy! Back in just a couple minutes. Although apparently that was enough to cause OBS to freak out. Okay, you can show me this error message all you want. There's nothing I can do to fix this. Like, my outbound is fine. Yeah, I've dropped literally 0 frames. I don't know why YouTube is complaining. I wonder if it's just because of the game crash, like, kind of screwed things up for a minute. Excuse me. What the hell? Okay. Alright, yeah, we've already been through this. Yeah. Let's go. Boom. This guy. Oh, I see now. It's yeah, okay. I'm just an idiot and can't see things, apparently. It is broken. Okay, talk to this guy again. We've already seen all this. Crashed right after the dialogue option. Okay. Through years of trial and error, the Hanu would have refined their festival float into a focus for harvest prayers. Hiccups. Ugh. I am not a fish. Suddenly the hiccups are gone. Linahanu. Okay. These I can actually use. Oh. Wow, I'm going to have to go through and fix all of my glamour plates. Okay. Sorry. Minor distraction. Direct hit. Crit. Crit. Oh, really? I've got 4 of these? When did I get 4 of these? This is entirely unnecessary, but I can do it. Might as well. Okay. Wuk Ivu. Jibral, who only moved to the place a few years ago. Make sure to offer him a proper Hanu Hanu greeting. I do not remember how it goes. All these names really are something else. I have no idea how to pronounce any of this stuff. Oh, that big tree right there. That's okay, I don't need to climb. I'll make L2 do it for me.
What do you want with me?
You're a horny looking fellow.
Right. The greeting. Oho Kali.
Oh, Kali! Good. You brought your manners with you. When you know Kanu, do as the Hanu do. For a country as diverse as ours, the preservation of harmony demands that we respect the cultures of all peoples who call it home.
Well, that explains your familiarity with Hanu customs. And you speak truth, of course. To live together means to learn about each other.
Ah, I appreciate an open... In fact, I get the sense we've met before. You're Wu Clamart. Oh, an unexpected honor for old XIV. Here I am prattling on about manners, and I've gone and insulted the third promise herself. There is no excuse for this betrayal of etiquette. Please, take up your axe and claim my impudent head!
I will not. Keep your head. I hate formalities anyway, so forget about it, alright?
Alright then, consider it forgotten.
How prompt.
We're actually here about the Ihihana float. It's in bad shape, and we need you to craft new carrying poles and a new eye. I'm told you work with Uyuipo wood and a certain kind of stone? Abokisha?
That I do. But while I would like nothing more than to offer my services, I just used the last I had of both those materials. My lumber in particular went to fixing homes damaged by the recent storm. I'll need 10 days or so to restock.
We can't wait that long. If you tell me where to go, I'll gather them myself.
What? Send the third promise out on an errand like some common lackey? That's utterly unconscionable. A gross violation of social protocol.
I like this guy.
Not to worry about such things.
All right then. I shan't worry a whit. What's with your Hanu friend there?
I am festival leader this season, and have come along to oversee the float's repair. As strange as it may sound, Wuklamat and her friends believe the float is an arcane focus, meant to encourage the growth of our struggling reeds.
Too many Hanu have forgotten, it seems. But that is indeed the true purpose of the lifting of wings. Your education is impressive, Third Promise.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, the whole premise of this game, at least leading up to the Endwalker expansion,
Maybe a little.
has been like how faith in the channeling of ether can like summon primals and shit. So it makes sense that faith in the channeling of ether could also influence the sort of balance of the world.
Take yourself to Cave Kikitola or thereabouts, and you should find the stones you need.
I've been there once or twice. I can guide you.
That should save us some time.
All right then, let's get moving.
You little sneak.
Chosen One, one of your rivals is making progress.
Kill him. Kill him. Hammers. Big hammers.
Ihihana, you say?
Should our first choice fail to deliver, it might be wise to let this play out. The third-rate promise is making herself useful after all.
Okay, so I see what's happening. Big guy here is not actually intending to participate at all. He's just going to try to steal the gemstones. Or the keystones, rather. We will see about that. Kikitola is on the southwest of Okahanu. Turn to the village first. Two Calibri at that game. That is certainly a word. Oh. That's right. Oh, my chocobo despawned. Below the recommended level. Gap closer, not a jump. Yeah, okay, they're not dealing too much damage to me. Beg your pardon? Get out of here. Okay. I could have just used the teleport. Whatever, it's fine. Actually. Kazumauka. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think the Aether Current stuff started unlocking towards the end, towards the end of the launch patch for Endwalker, so it could be a while before flying opens up. Which I mean makes sense, but I'd like to know that I'm not like kneecapping myself by not doing it as soon as possible. Avoid the beetles. Fish. I could go for some seafood right now, actually. Cave Kikitola, as promised, home to many deadly creatures. Venture inside if you feel confident, but I will conduct my own search out here. Epikisha. Ooh, very pretty. Using Raiden Thrust or Draconian Fury will sharpen the first mind's focus. Once their focus is fully sharpened, you can execute Wormwind Thrust. That's something... Oh. Oh. It wasn't on my hotbar. Oh, that's right. That is an ability I can use. Ooh. An Aether Current. What do you know? That thing that I've been wondering about. Okay, so how do I check for them? Because the Aether Compass is gone. Moved to the collection. Oh, that's right. That is how it works. Jesus Christ, it's been so long. $310 yalms to the north. Well, let's go 310 yalms to the north. Oh, deep water. Oh, I see what you're doing. You're making me go up the stairs again. Yep. Oh no, it's right there. So that should open up. No, that's not what I want. V&C Dungeon Finder. What? What does that mean? Travel. There it is. Oh, wow. That's a lot. Oh, that's right. Some of them only open up by doing quests. I gotcha. Oh, hello, Squeak. Picked over the ground near the entrance, found nothing. Yes. Despite your initial reluctance. Okay, now we go back to the tower. Okay, I'm not I'm not going to go exploring for all of them yet. I shall do that once I get all of the quest currents. It's with the gemstones that you get increased mount speed, yes? That's something I faintly remember being a thing. Hmm. Yeah, because I think you got to do a certain number of fates. I think. I don't know. I'll find out later. Okay, yeah, I've taken care of you. And I've got to go fight that guy. Yeah, I mean, it makes, in the context of how things work in this game, it makes sense how... Oh, is it seriously not going to let me jump off? It's not like it can kill me. Oh, there we go. It's one of those cases of think before you speak. Night World Silver. Neat. Ever heard him muttering by the reeds something about what needs to be done? Okay. You dummy. God, you're more blonde than I am. And I've already demonstrated multiple times that I am a complete idiot. I just had the mental image of her just, like, fucking spewing. And it's very amusing to me. What are we doing? Fighting things? That I understand. Once you've called all the threats you can, we'll meet up in front of the Kishaihi. I mean, there's kind of hostile wildlife all over the place. Could be a problem. Okay. It didn't want any of what I am. Wandering stink shell. Okay. Oh, hello, Cryle. Getting your hands dirty, I see. Actually, does she have anything interesting to say? Can I even talk to her? Yes. Because I have actually not seen you fight once. Okay, for all I know, you whipped out a 6-shooter and just, like, put that thing to sleep. Where? There you are. Sharpens the first mind's focus. Okay, so it's Raiden's thrust. Does that. Interesting name. Look at you beating up on those frogs. Yeah, you know, I kind of miss having Spine Shatter dive. That just being a simple gap closer just isn't quite as fun. I don't know. right there. Isn't that nice? Why? Why did my minion get replaced with the wind up Ifrit again? Sorry, Ifrit. Kishaihi? Kishaihi? I was half expecting a flying whale. Actually, that does look like the... A vestigial memory of that time endured, a subconscious recollection from the inheriting soul, providing the basis for an entirely new religion. No idea. Meanwhile...
Not sure we heard you right, old man. Why don't you say that again?
As many times as you'd like. The third promise tasked me with repairing this float, and I'll not relinquish it to an uncultured brute like you. Much less one that can't even manage a simple greeting.
We're finally gonna get to see this guy get smacked around a little bit.
But we're more than willing to kill you.
We have a two-headed problem. Yes, please hurry. She's on her way back already?
Stand back, Wukevu! I will protect the float!
Are you trying to be brave, little bird?
I could never have repaired the float alone. Not properly. But thanks to Wuklamat and her friends, we can hold Ihihana again! This is a priceless treasure! And as festival leader, I would die to protect it!
Very well, if that's what you want.
Everything into that blow.
Good. The better for you to understand the gulf between us. But you need more lessons. We'll carve them into your mangy hide until you cry and beg forgiveness.
We'll see about that. You have a literal god killer standing right there.
Your brilliant plan was to steal the float and take the credit. The so-called blessed siblings are nothing but cheats.
Your scorn is sweet music. Come, weaklings. We'll crush you each in turn. Or all together, if you like.
Let me at him. Let me at him.
Calm yourself, Chosen One. If you fight in earnest, this will end in a massacre.
Yes. Yes. Do it.
What's more, we have
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
of success.
Then it would be foolish to expend effort sweating nuts.
Coward.
Lucky for you.
Coward.
Two heads. I see Mamuk still clings to that loathsome hope.
Talk to us, Third Promise. You're not dying, are you?
It'll take more than that to kill me. So, are we having this festival or not?
Yes! Yes, we are!
I don't like the way those things smile. I don't need dyes. Give me currency. Inform the villagers that Hana will be held after all. Okay, before I do that, okay, before I do that, I am actually going to take a short break. Yep, I'm going to take a short break. I'm going to cut the stream for a little while. I'm going to pick it back up in just a few minutes.